What you will need for this is your Generation 3 game, a Generation 4 game, and a DS with a dual slot.
You'll also need a Generation 5 game, as well as a Generation 6 or 7 game, either a cartridge or installed on the 3DS, and you will have had to have downloaded Pokemon Bank and Poke Transporter before the eShop went down.
You're going to need something in the Nintendo Switch family with Pokemon Home and a premium subscription to Pokemon Home. Gen 3 game, you're going to gather the Pokemon you want to transfer. We're going to follow this Kyogre, and you have to transfer a full party up from Gen 3 to Gen 4, so I just have these Phoebuses. Games inserted, you're going to want to boot your Gen 4 game. You're going to scroll down to migrate from the Gen 3 game. Select the Pokemon you wish to transfer.
Go to the PAL Park, which is here in Sinnoh, and in Heart Gold Soul Silver, it's located here.
And then in this catching show, you're going to run around in the grass and the water in order to find all of the Pokemon that you deposited. Make sure you bring in a Pokemon with Surf. If you don't, it's okay. You can leave this game and come back to it and the Pokemon will still be here. When you find the Pokemon that you want to transfer up, you're going to click ball. It is a guaranteed catch. And it even says come back for a little bit of nostalgia right in the heart. And now I have Platinum in this DS and a Gen 5 game in this DS. Open the Gen 5 game. Head to the Poke Transfer Lab. Once again, this is a post-National Dex area. Talk to this attendant. It's going to tell you to launch DS Download Play on your other DS. You should find your Poke Transfer. Find your Pokemon and drag over the ones you want to transfer up. And now you're in a little mini game where you are using a bow and a Pokeball to get the Pokemon that you want. If you do not want to catch all of the Pokemon and bring them up to Generation 5, you do not have to. You can quit and let the time run out right after catching the one that you want. The Pokemon is in box 1, and make sure that only Pokemon you want to transfer up to Pokemon Bank are in box 1.
Open up Poke Transporter.
Should sign you in and bring you to the process of moving a box up. If you get an error, it is not because the 3DS servers are down. It is because you just got a regular internet error. Maybe you need to move closer to your router. With a Gen 6 or 7 game inserted or downloaded, open Pokemon Bank. Because Pokemon Bank no longer requires a subscription, it will always say at the top free trial period with a question mark, which is kind of funny. Now, from whatever box it opens up, if you go one over, you should find your transport box. For now, I'm just going to move it over to train.
Now you can open Pokemon Home, select Move, and follow the instructions to move your Pokemon from the 3DS to the Switch.
Select the box you want to move up, and then use this moving key over here to transfer that Pokemon up.
Once you're done, your Pokemon should have transferred. If you can't find it, just click this newest 30 to locate it in your boxes and move it to your game of choice. And now you have your Gen 3 Pokemon and a Switch game.